to my video. The topic I have chosen is Google Glass-based classroom feedback system. Now, let's discuss briefly about Google Glasses. Google Glasses was first developed by the Google under the Project Glass Research and Development. It is a wearable mask where the people can actually wear and feel the essence of an imaginary real world coming into existence. It has a voice-controlled Android devices as well as a pair of glasses where the information of the user can be directly brought into real-world vision. Mainly, this Google Glass consists of two technologies, which is optical head-mounted display and augmented reality. OHMD is one such technology where the people can actually wear it. Optical are nothing but the eyes. Head-mounted display is nothing but the person wearing it onto his head. Augmented reality is one such technology where it is in boom in the technology. It is a pure experience of a visual trait coming into real existence. In this project, we are using this AR system to establish a communication between the teacher and the student. What type of communication? That will be discussed in the further slides. Let us see some of the objectives. Why actually we are using this AR is the question that arises. We are using this AR, as I have already stated, to establish a communication between the teacher and the student. In what way? The student will send a feedback to the teacher through his mobile. The teacher will be able to see this feedback live on his vision into the class itself, in the class itself. So this is one of the unique property of why we are using the augmented reality. The drawbacks of these other feedback systems were they used to gather the students and they used to ask the students to give the feedback. That was a major drawback and it was time consuming also. This has been overcome by using the Google Glass. How? That has been said here. Because the teacher who is wearing the Google Glass has no any other option. He can view his feedback then and there in the live class itself. So the whole speed of the class and the rhythm of the class, the pace of the class will also be retrieved. This AR system does not constitute a element. That means like a Bluetooth or an biometric device that has to be kept in front of the class, the people will get distracted. Those kind of nonsense will not take place in this case. Now see some of the areas. The area we have chosen in this Google Glass is optical mounted display and augmented reality. As I've already said, it's a device where you can wear it onto your heads. Not only that, it has a capability of projecting the reality into the world. Once the vision you get into the optical mounted display, the person he's standing here is wearing a Google Glasses. Through the projection area, he is able to see the image. And augmented reality, let me brief out what is augmented reality. It's a technology that superimposes a computer generated image on a user's view of the real world. Thus, it provides a composite view of what the user wants to see. In our case, it's providing the teachers the constant flow of the feedback. Example of augmented reality is a Nokia City Lens. Now, let's discuss about the metrology. As you can see in the diagram, you have three diagrams that will be explained later. Here, we are using a technique called as ALFG. A stands for augmented, L stands for lecturer, and F stands for feedback, G stands for glass system. Here, the area of restriction will be augmented to the upper corner of the user's vision. This is a major drawback. Why? This ALF has been chosen to overcome this drawback. To overcome this drawback, we are using the dataset collection and displaying it in the summarized way. Because if the teacher is not able to get the result accurately, then no use of wearing the Google Glass. That's the main agenda here. Why the feedback? What is actually the feedback? Feedback is one such form. It's a student's level of understanding about the project or the explanation or the teaching concepts is what I can say. Here, that's what the third point says. And the last point says that as you all are seeing here, you have three modules, that is student ALFG, teacher ALFG and ALF server. Student is able to give his feedback to the server and server is able to receive, and that will be given in the form of pictorial representation as you all can see here. Now let us know how Google Glass works. As you all are seeing here, this is a Google Glass representation. Here they have a battery. You have a battery, sorry for the interruption, you have a battery, CPU, camera, prism, speakers and mic. This is a representation of how Google Glass and the components of Google Glass. This is the inner view of how Google Glass works. This is a eye retina and this camera, projector and the prism. Once here the person is wearing a Google glass to his eye, and he is able to through his eye, and he is able to get the projection. The projection area is looked like this. You have a reality and a layer. Reality and a layer basically forms in this form. Here, and another representation is the eye. He is wearing a Google glass. You have a projector here, you have a prism, and this layer is called as projection area, where the person can see through it. Here at the end of the corner of the image, you will have three person wearing the Google glass. This one mainly depends on the position how you wear the Google glass. This and this person, first and the last person, is wearing the Google glass in a straight manner, so the object lens will be at the middle. This person is wearing the Google glass in the same manner as both of them does, but he is seeing at the upper corner, so his projection area will be at the upper corner. This is how Google glass works. Now let's see what happens actually in the feedback system. This is a student interface and this is a teacher interface. Okay, student interface, what is written actually is, do you understand the explanation, is a question asked to the student, and he has given with three options: right, question mark and a wrong, and the four options are given to him. Student will get this interface and he will fill up this form, and that feedback will be sent to the lecturer, and that feedback will be in this format. It's a pie chart and a graph chart. Here you can see the visual treat of how the pie chart is being looked, and this is a statistics of how the area strongly disagree or the agree or whatever the fields you can say is how it is looking. This is the statistics of how the Google classes will work out. Sorry for the disturbance. Let us discuss some of the benefits. As I can say that without the advantages, the device becomes useless. So even our device is having some of the major advantages. Now we shall discuss that. Some students may feel embarrassed to ask the questions in the middle of the class because their colleagues or their co-students may make fun of them. So this Google Glass will overcome that, because if the students give a feedback as question mark, as I have already said in the previous slide, if he gives that feedback, then the lecturer will understand immediately that the students are not understanding the concepts. Then and there he can change his explanation and make students to understand what it actually means. And the second point goes like this: the speed and the pace of the class will become accurate, because the drawback of gathering the students has been overcome here. And the Google Glass is very sleek and lightweight. It can be carried through the bags also. There is no need of no Bluetooth, no camera. There is no need of these things because it has already been inbuilt in the Google Glasses. It will give a detailed information, as we have already seen in the previous slide, that it is giving accurate information through the pie charts and the bar charts, how the feedback has been given and in what percentage and what the statistics that the students they have given. Next point is, you can make a phone calls, SMS, emails through this Google Glass. Assume you are sitting in a park and you want to just make a phone call through your Google Glass. It's possible through that. And you can register the events in Google Classes so that it will remind you all. In the first slide, I have mentioned that this Google Glasses will be able to do your audio, video, location detection also. Last 2 points will say all that you can detect the location, you can navigate through the maps. And last but not the least, the other point is, you will look high tech in this Google Glass slides. Coming to the future scope, there's many future advantages of using this Google Glass. You can see this dinosaur is coming out of the mobile. This is nothing but the augmented reality we are using, and this girl is wearing a specs and she is able to scan actually what is going on in the patient's blood. This is very amazing, right? And this person is able to do his operations or scan his patient's information just by wearing the Google Glass. And this person is wearing the virtual 3D glasses and he is able to visualize what he want to do. And let me read out the second point. It's very interesting, guys. Indian orthopedic surgeon Selen G. Pareka conducted the foot and ankle surgery using Google Glass. That's amazing, right? The person you are seeing here is wearing the virtual 3D glass and he is able to scan the X-ray. That's what it means. It's taking the X-ray positions and she is scanning what's actually going on by just wearing a Google Glass. That's it. And here you can see some of the pictures of how Google Glass will look like. This is how Google Glass will look like. And these are the virtual images, how it will look. And you can play the virtual 3D games also. Now, I would like to conclude my slide by just saying that Google Class will establish a high-class communication between the student and the teacher by providing then adequate information to the teachers and maintaining the rhythm of the class as it is. And there will be no distractions of gathering the students and wasting the time. And it is very useful for the industrial application also. As in the previous tag, the man is seeing the buildings through his Google Classes or virtual 3D classes. That's how this Google Class is being utilized, and it is suitable for the class environment also. Not but last but not the least, I would like to conclude by saying that it brings out a positive attitude of students and teachers towards the trending technologies, and benefits for the educational purposes is very huge. These are the references I have gone through. Thank you for watching my video.